Hello, it is about 1 p.m., a little after 1 p.m. in Camden, New Jersey. That's right across the river, the Delaware River from Philadelphia. There's a little bit of a port here. I'm just outside the port in the securement area. I'll quickly swing the camera around and show you what's going on. This is outside the windshield, and you can see there were a bunch more trucks earlier. Got the securement area. Look, we got some scrapyard action going on over there, and a bunch of. It's a kind of interesting lot, but let's see. There's the. I don't know. Kind of building what's going on in that building, but it looks pretty rundown. But here we are with 2 coils. They're upright, they're wrapped, they came wrapped, and they're on pallets. Put a bunch of straps the way I saw some pictures inside. I'm not super familiar with this load, so I tried to copy what the pictures were, and I watched what the other guys were doing, tried to copy them. And then I used the blue tarp because I wasn't sure if a black tarp would cover both sides and still be able to tent on both sides. It might have, but I didn't want to take the chance. And because the front side was flat enough, I could just do the drop on that side and then run the tent off the other side. And let's see, there's interesting little. Oh, and it was kind of crazy getting in here, the drive in here. It's a little bit of a rundown neighborhood that I went through, and tight turns and lots of turns and turns on turns when you weren't expecting them, and I'm kind of surprised I made it here. But this load is going to Chicago, East Chicago in Indiana. So that should be fun as well. It's only about 700 miles. I don't know, I kind of feel like, maybe I'm spoiled, but I feel like anything under 1,000 miles is a short load. But I am kind of spoiled because, like with Schneider, I was like 200 miles was pretty good. but it's a lot more work here. Like, it's a lot more work that I got to do for each load. So I would like them to go further. But let's see. Parking situation last night was stressful. I had to park creatively. I went to a fairly big rest area, but it was all filled up. But I found a place where other people, basically I copied what other people were doing. I don't like to park creatively, and I normally don't, but I didn't, there wasn't likely to be anywhere better to go, and it looked like I could fit in there okay. But then some guy knocked on my door at 2 a.m. He needed to get out, and he thought I needed to move. I'm not sure if that was true, but whatever, I moved. And then I tried to figure out how I could get into a spot, but the lot didn't have lights, so it was kind of dangerous to back in. And then I had to figure out a way to get front in, which was difficult as well. It was just so tight. It reminded me of the challenge, the maneuver challenge at Schneider training that they had us do. Real super tight. I had to get out and check my edges, make sure they were going to pass through, even on a pull through. Super tight, but I managed to get a spot and got some sleep, and then I got this load, and I think I've got a whole other extra day to deliver it. I'm not sure. I think it delivers in the morning on Friday. So go do that, get going, and they want me to go some special way to avoid some tolls in Pennsylvania. So I'm not sure if they're actually paying me more because I'm doing more miles. Probably not. But somebody called me and asked me not to take the shortest route, basically, because I think they said it was like a $300 toll. So, anyways, we'll get going. See what we get into next. I'm at the delivery location for the steel coils from Camden, New Jersey. It's East Chicago in Indiana. It was pretty crazy how light the traffic was coming in. I was not expecting that. I thought it might be a holiday or something, but it looks like it might just be super quiet. Definitely wasn't expecting that. And the roads were fairly easy turns, and it's a nice little industrial area, a little old but easy to drive around. And delivered to this warehouse beside me. So I'll turn the camera around, just spin around a little bit, and see where we are. So I'm parked out behind the building. The building to my right is where I unloaded in. And looks like there's a scale in front here. I don't know what these guys are doing. They've been quite active. A bunch of these bulk carriers. They have been in and out of here on the scale and stuff. There's a little bit of a neighborhood or something going on over there. Pretty quiet place. Let's take a look. I just cleaned up everything. Got the there's the back there, but yeah, just cleared off the deck. Submitted my paperwork, waiting for the next load. I could go look for a wash. My truck really needs a wash. Maybe I'll do that. Anyways, this should be the completion of this load. Go see what the next one is.